Wrestling. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Chiefs going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Here's Davis now. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On the carry, it's Davis. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tom Ali's stock in trade is a quick first step to the quarterback, and he knows how to finish when he arrives.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Thompson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed. And they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
Do you think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Let's go! Now Thompson, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now back to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time. And it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Walford. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, the advantage is certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Murray. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Thompson. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Murray. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Tomahawley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They go back to the air here after the INT. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Thompson to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a pickup of 21, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Thompson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they... Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Underneath to Davis. And he's brought down after a good... never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Stays on his feet. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They go play action here on first down. Conley's got it over the middle. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A dump off for Davis. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go now. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Anderson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now back to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now it's Jamal Charles in the game. He gets the call here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's Thompson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Thompson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Back now in the East Bay. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards on the play. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now back to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Davis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They go again with Davis. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Davis. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Green, 39. Green, the charge. Here we go now.
Back to throw. A dump off for Davis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get it. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Blue, land it. Back action now, Barney.
Here's Charles. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Marquette King now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.